Hey there! Glad to have you here. Today we're exploring a topic that has everyone talking: Sarah's bikini pictures. These photos have sparked debates, with some calling them controversial and others praising them as empowering. What's the real story here? Stick around because we're uncovering the truth behind the headlines and diving into why people are so divided over these images. Sit back, relax, and let's get started. Sarah has always been in the spotlight, whether for her career or personal life. She's known for being confident and unapologetically herself, which, in today's world, is something that a lot of people admire. However, as much as she's been praised for her boldness and confidence, recently, some of her bikini pictures have sparked a lot of negative attention. And I mean a lot. These pictures have gotten people talking, not just about how she looks, but also about whether or not they're suitable for public viewing. Now, to give you a little context, these bikini pictures aren't just your everyday beach snaps. Sarah's photos go beyond the typical swimsuit look. They push the boundaries of what some people believe should be shared online. In fact, many are calling them inappropriate, saying that they're more than just revealing, they're almost too much for adults to handle. You might think, what's the big deal? It's just a bikini. But that's where it gets tricky. These pictures are sparking debates about decency, privacy, and the line between self-expression and what's socially acceptable. But why are these pictures causing such an uproar? Well, first off, Sarah's been known to have a very bold and adventurous personality, and her fans have always loved that about her. She's never been shy about showing off her body, and many of her posts are just her embracing her beauty and confidence. However, these specific bikini photos take things to a new level. The poses, the outfits, and the way the pictures are taken have a lot of people wondering if she's crossing a line. People on social media have had mixed reactions. Some are totally supportive of Sarah, saying that she's just expressing herself and owning her body. They argue that women, or anyone really, should be able to post whatever they want, without worrying about judgment from others. They believe it's empowering and shows strength, especially in a world where women are often criticized for being too modest or reserved. To them, Sarah's photos are a celebration of freedom and self-expression. But on the flip side, there's a growing group of critics who feel that these pictures go too far. Some argue that there's a fine line between being confident and being too revealing, especially when it comes to online platforms that can reach a wide audience, including young viewers. The debate here isn't about body positivity or confidence. It's about the kind of content that's appropriate for public consumption. Some people feel that even adults should be careful about what they post, and Sarah's photos might be pushing that boundary. So here's the big question: are Sarah's bikini pictures really inappropriate for adults? It's definitely a tough one to answer. On one hand, yes, they're bold, eye-catching, and leave very little to the imagination. But on the other hand, they are her personal photos, and she has the right to post whatever she feels like. This is where things get complicated. In the age of social media, where everyone has access to anything and everything, it's easy to forget that people have different views on what's acceptable. Some people argue that the internet has created a new world where anything goes, and that's why so many shocking images and posts are shared every day. Social media platforms are flooded with everything from selfies to workout photos to, well, almost anything you can imagine. And while it's great that we're all free to post and share, it also raises the question of where we draw the line. How far is too far? And should we be concerned about what's considered acceptable for adults, especially in a world where children and teens also have access to these same platforms? While some may say Sarah's bikini pictures are pushing the limits, others argue that it's simply a matter of personal freedom. If you've got it, flaunt it. That's the mantra for some of her most dedicated fans, and they believe there's absolutely nothing wrong with posting bold and daring pictures. After all, these pictures are no different from what you might see at a beach or poolside, and if people can wear these kinds of swimsuits in public spaces, why shouldn't they be able to post them online? But there's more to consider here. The way Sarah's photos are styled and shot, especially the angles, lighting, and sometimes even the lack of fabric, makes it clear that these pictures aren't just casual bikini shots. They're intentionally provocative. Some might say that's part of her brand and what makes her unique, while others may argue that the over-the-top nature of these photos is more than just a playful take on self-expression. It's no longer just about looking good or feeling confident, it's about getting attention, and that attention isn't always positive. Now, let's take a moment to think about the bigger picture here. While Sarah's bikini pictures are just one example of how social media content can sometimes cross lines, it also speaks to a larger conversation about body image and the way people perceive others online. These photos bring up important questions about boundaries and respect in the digital age. Just because we have the freedom to post whatever we want, does that mean we should? Or do we need to take a step back and consider the impact these images might have on others, particularly those who might feel uncomfortable or even hurt by seeing them? As you can see, there's a lot of gray area here. There's no one-size-fits-all answer to this situation. Some people are going to love Sarah's boldness and stand behind her, while others will continue to criticize her choices. That's the beauty and the curse of social media. Everyone has an opinion, and it's all out in the open for everyone to see. What's your opinion on Sarah's bikini photos? Are they breaking boundaries in a good way? Or do you think they're inappropriate? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We want to know where you stand. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and hit subscribe to stay updated on trending stories. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.